In today's video, I want to talk about rosacea and specifically 3 products that I really use to help manage my rosacea. I think I'm going to have to make this a 2-part special because there's just so much to go over when it comes to rosacea. Because I have this particular experience with my own skin, there's lots of things I want to share with you about my journey. First of all, what is rosacea? Well, it's an inflammatory skin condition and it tends to be chronic. There are 4 main types of rosacea. The first one is flushing, where you'll see facial redness and generally visible blood vessels. Typically, rosacea is seen across the cheeks and nose area. That's certainly where I experience it the most, and predominantly I get it on one cheek even more than the other. And I am susceptible to this first type of rosacea. The second type of rosacea is papulopustular, where you can have acne-like breakouts on the skin. I also suffer from this as well. Again, it's more predominant on this cheek than this cheek. So those are the 2 that I really have the most experience with. The third type of rosacea is less common, and it's a thickening of the skin around the nose. It's more predominant in men. It is often accompanied by another type of rosacea as well. And the last type of rosacea is ocular rosacea. As the name implies, this affects the eyes and is characterized by redness around the eyes. People report a very dry and irritated feeling as part of the symptomology. It's very important to be in consultation with a medical professional, a dermatologist if you have access to one, in order to assess your skin and diagnose the type of rosacea that you have, because of course the treatment is going to vary depending on the type of rosacea that you're dealing with. For me, my approach to my rosacea is a multi-targeted approach that's really meant to assess what my triggers are, as in what causes the rosacea, try to minimize that as much as I can, and use topical treatments that help to maintain the balance in my skin, and that's really what I want to talk to you about today. As per usual, I'm giving you this information based on my own experience, and I'm hoping that you can take from this and apply it to your own situation if it's relevant. When it comes to causes, there's actually not 100% consensus on what causes rosacea, although doctors and dermatologists do suspect that genetics plays a role. That being said, it's very important to know and understand the triggers. They can vary from person to person. I'll talk about some of mine and what some general triggers to watch out for. One of the main triggers for me and others is stress. And of course, very important to put strategies in place that will help manage your stress on a daily basis. Easier said than done, I know. Some of the known triggers for rosacea include alcohol, and red wine in particular. That's certainly the case for me. I will definitely have flushing in my face if I have a glass of wine. Weather also plays a role, and that's whether it's really hot or really cold, either one, but UV definitely is considered a trigger. Foods can also be a trigger, and that includes spicy foods, and citrus foods have been known to be triggers as well. Drinks, including caffeine, as well as environmental things like hot showers or saunas or hot tubs, even a hot bath. So basically, every single thing I love. So of course, one of the first steps is to understand what are your triggers. Try to mitigate those factors as best you can. Of course, when it comes to the sun, wearing sun protective clothing, wearing a sunscreen every day, those are mitigating factors. Of course, you can't avoid sunlight. It's not realistic to do so. Same with the other things that I've listed. While I know that alcohol is a trigger for me, it means that I choose to drink alcohol in moderation in order to minimize the impact on my skin. So it's all about making choices like that. So some of the best practices that I follow when it comes to managing my rosacea, in addition to knowing what my triggers are, is really managing my skincare very closely. Include things like not washing my face with really hot water. I use just lukewarm water when I wash my face. Some dermatologists actually recommend not double cleansing your face. So that could be something, if you find that that's giving you a reaction when you double cleanse, maybe you pair it back to a single cleanse. I can't imagine not double cleansing because I love using that first oil-based cleanser to get all of the makeup and sunscreen off my face, but I do use a very gentle cleanser as my second water-based cleanse. That could be anything like Vani Cream, CeraVe, or Cetaphil. One thing I did adopt in my skincare routine that I think has been very beneficial to my rosacea has been a water-only cleanse in the morning. Cleansing actually has the ability to really strip the skin. providing any risk to your skin barrier. It just opens the door for sensitive skin, reactive skin, and for those of us with rosacea, a rosacea flare-up. While I use actives in my skincare routine like vitamin C and retinol, for some of you that just may not be possible if it's too reactive on your skin. Another thing that's often difficult for people who suffer with rosacea is finding sunscreen that isn't reactive on their skin. I've done several videos on sunscreen. I'll link those for you as well. The EltaMD brand is one that I really support because I've found it's been really great for my skin. Most dermatologists would recommend that those of us with rosacea use mineral sunscreens. I just don't always like the way mineral sunscreens apply. Mineral sunscreens, of course, use zinc oxide and titanium dioxide as their main filters to block the UV rays from the sun. Downside is often a thicker cream that often leaves a white cast. One that I've found that's pretty good for my skin, my skin doesn't react to it at all, is the Neutrogena, where did I put it? Yeah, here it is the Neutrogena Sheer Zinc Mineral Sunscreen. This is a drugstore option. I think I got it on sale for $15, 88 ml size. This one does still leave a little bit of a white cast, but I found when I apply my BB cream over top of it or my makeup application over top of it, it actually looks really nice. So this is one that worked for me for my rosacea prone skin when it comes to a mineral sunscreen. In the past, I've had to use antibiotic creams for my rosacea in order to manage it. Also, azelaic acid is a known ingredient to be really helpful for rosacea prone skin as well too. But I'll do that in a future video for you as well. In addition to avoiding my triggers as best I can, there are 3 products I rely on heavily and consistently throughout my skincare routines. First up is the Modulating Glucosides by NIOD. NIOD, as you've heard me explain in other videos, is the sister company to The Ordinary. It's a higher end brand, definitely more expensive than the serums you can get in The Ordinary brand, but in my mind, absolutely worth every penny. And this one I can really not do without. Size of this is 30 mils and the cost is $29. I have to say, this one has been such a great product for me. I was actually influenced to buy this one by Gothamista, and I'll link her channel below for you as well. She actually spoke about using this as a way to help manage her skin through the retinizing process when she was trying tretinoin, which is a very powerful retinoid that can sometimes leave your skin very red and irritated. So when she spoke about that, I was very interested to try it for my rosacea prone skin. This one is oil-free, nut-free, gluten-free, silicone-free, oil-free, did I say that? Vegan and cruelty-free. Serum is a concentrated emulsion that's meant to target sensitivity in the skin. It reduces the look of redness, irritation, and sensitivity while supporting the skin barrier with hydration. Essentially all the things that I want a product to do when I'm managing my rosacea. This formulation, like all of NIOD's products, are very complex. There are bioactive glucosides that use multiple pathways to soothe the skin and help to counteract uneven skin tone. There are multi-molecular lipid complexes that blend ceramides, ginger root, and synthetic oat to reduce stinging and burning in the skin. There's pH balancing complexes to reduce sensitivity, plant derivatives including Tasmanian pepperberry that quickly calms the skin right on contact, as well as a number of other complexes aimed at providing hydration for skin barrier support. I absolutely love this product. I use it morning and night. It has no conflicts, so it can fit very nicely into your skincare routine. It has an odd color to it. It is yellow. It's a bit thicker, and it actually has a scent to it as well. I would call it a medicinal scent, certainly not off-putting by any means to me. I use it sort of mid-routine, after cleansing and before moisturizing. And I've seen immediate reduction in the redness in my skin when I use this, and now that I use it daily, I think it's maintaining my calm skin and hydration. It goes on very easily. It's a thicker sort of serum in terms of texture, but leaves no tacky finish and layers into your routine beautifully. So please, Decium, never discontinue this product. Next product I want to talk about is the Iunik Centella Calming Gel Cream. This is a Korean skincare brand and is a lightweight moisturizing gel for those of you who have oily or combination skin. It contains 70% Centella asiatica leaf water, which is a fantastic ingredient that's known to reduce oil production and also balance sebum production in your skin. However, it's even better known for its wound healing properties. It calms the skin and works wonders to reinforce the skin's natural barrier. It also contains 10% tea tree leaf water that soothes sensitive skin. plus a number of sprout vegetables, including broccoli, cabbage, radish, and alfalfa that work to protect the skin through their soothing nutrients. It also contains niacinamide, which is widely accepted by dermatologists to be a great ingredient for those of us with rosacea. There's also licorice root in here that's really great for brightening the skin, and also allantoin, another calming ingredient. This is a gel cream, so it goes on beautifully. And actually, if you're having a rosacea flare-up, I highly recommend storing it in the fridge because it feels lovely when it goes onto the skin nice and cool. I use it both in my morning and evening routine as the moisturizing step in both of those routines. Has fast absorption, sinks in very quickly, and no tacky finish, so it layers very nice under makeup. Last product I want to talk about is this one. It's La Roche-Posay's Cicaplast Baume plus B5. This balm has been a go-to for me when my skin barrier is damaged, so I don't necessarily use this all the time. I use this when I have a flare-up. This product is alcohol-free, fragrance-free, essential oil-free, making it a really nice product for rosacea-prone skin. The soothing ingredients in this balm include glycerin, which is a skin-identical ingredient, panthenol, which is the B5 in the title, zinc, copper gluconate, and madagasoside, which is derived from Centella asiatica. Really why this one is called the Cicaplast balm. Anytime you see Cica in a title, it means it's derived from Centella asiatica. You may also see it called Go-To Cola or Tiger Grass. This balm is creamy in texture. It's very quick absorbing, it's non-oily, doesn't leave a tacky finish. I apply this to the areas that need it. So when I'm having a rosacea flare-up, it's generally on my cheeks, and I use it as the last step in either or both of my AM or PM routine before sunscreen in the morning. It really is an inclusive product, so you want it to be close to the last step of your routine. So let me just show you my very basic rosacea skincare routine. Morning routine would be a cleanse with water only. Then I would apply the Modulating Glucosides by NIOD. Next would be the Centella Calming Gel Cream, followed by the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm on targeted areas of my face. Once that's all sunk in, then I would apply my sunscreen. The evening routine, I would double cleanse, start with an oil-based cleanser, then use a gentle hydrating cleanser as my second cleanse, followed by Modulating Glucosides by NIOD, followed by the Centella Calming Gel Cream, then the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast on those targeted areas, and finally a lip treatment. I would use the simple skincare routine until my skin was back into balance, and then I would slowly start adding back in the other actives that I like to incorporate in my skincare routines, such as my retinoids, vitamin C, and acid exfoliations. I've also done a video on hydration that you might find interesting, and I'll link it for you here. It's on the Ordinary's amino acids plus B5. I really think that maintaining hydration levels in your skin is always essential, but especially for those of us with rosacea. Okay. Can I speak properly? Probably not. Can anyone else hear that lawnmower? Is it just me? I'm filming here.